St. Mary's University. How are you? Thanks for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, so let's talk about ACEnet. What is it exactly?
Well, ACEnet is a group of universities that have gotten together to put together some high-performance computing facilities available to researchers at all the Atlantic Canadian universities.
Okay, so how many universities are we talking about?
I think we're up to 7 now. We seem to be adding more every day, but yeah, we're primarily, we've got major resource providers at Memorial University and at St. Mary's and St. Francis Xavier and University of Brunswick and Dalhousie. Plus, we have smaller partners at schools like Mount Allison. So
overall, what is it? Are we combining the computing strength of each of these universities?
In a way, what we're doing is we're installing high-performance cluster computing environments at the major resource providers. Plus, since they're all linked together with a high-speed network, a researcher at any of the universities can access the resources at any of the other locations. Okay. Now, these clusters are tuned for specific performance capabilities. Some of them are faster at certain types of computation than the other ones are. So if you know what your program needs, you can find a cluster that will run it.
Okay, so if you're at Memorial, for example, and you need something that only St. FX has, this system will allow you access, basically.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Precisely.
Okay, so now how much capacity, how much memory are we talking about here?
Well, you know, capacity is a funny thing. These clusters are set up nicely because they can grow and they can get larger as you need more computing resources. So, for example, at St. Mary's, we have 40 terabytes of disk space, which is one form of capacity.
How much is 40 terabytes?
That's 40,000 gigabytes.
Yikes.
And you know, your average desktop machine may have something like, you know, 100 gigabyte hard drive.
Now, what are we looking at here? This is, I mean, it's not just an opportunity to kind of bank all of this memory and power. It's also a way to interact with the other universities.
Yeah, one of the other things that we've done at ACEnet is we've put together remote collaboration suites. Because the universities here are small, it's really handy to be able to meet with and collaborate with people at the other schools. In order to do that, we've put together rooms that have multiple projectors and multiple cameras and multiple microphones. And what happens is you can book a meeting with someone at another school and walk down the hall, and with a couple of mouse clicks, it's like you're in the room with them. And this is what we're seeing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super duper webcam, right? Really?
Yeah, it's 4 webcams, and you don't have to wear a headset mic. You know, the audio works.
How many people could you potentially have in a meeting?
We've had meetings with people from all sites. So the room at St. Mary's can host probably 8 people comfortably, and same with Memorial, and same with St. Francis
Okay,
Xavier.
so right there we're talking about, what is that, 32?
Yeah, and we've got 3 screens on the wall, projected on the wall. So we have 21 feet of display space. So it's not very difficult for us to put up medium-sized windows and have 15 or 20 of those windows on.
Oh, wow. And just move them wherever you'd like them.
You put them wherever you need them to be, and focus cameras appropriately.
Okay, when will people have this technology in their homes? Because we already have it in a very elementary form, but when will we have it in a more you know, powerful form?
Yeah, bits and pieces are available now. Cameras are available as are, you know, webcams, and the audio, and your home telephone now can route over the internet. I think what's missing is the amount of network bandwidth that it takes to actually have 4 camera streams available at every site. So. Okay,
let's talk a little bit about why this is such an important facility to have in our part of the world.
Well, like I said earlier, the universities here are a little bit smaller, so with, you know, 3,000 undergraduate students, you don't have as many faculty members in each department to allow the collaborations and the research scale that some of the larger schools like the University of Toronto are.
So you have access to professors and doctors and students at other schools as well,
yes,
in other
graduate
words, right?
Students and postdoctoral fellows, those are all able to use this technology for the research and collaborate across the schools. And Atlantic Canada tends to have campuses specialized in certain aspects.
Now let's talk about how we kind of measure up to other parts of the country and other parts of the world as far as this technology goes.
I think we're doing really well. This is pretty much state of the art for the whole world. I mean, our clusters are a little bit smaller than we'd like them to be right now, but that's you know, only time can fix that, and money, of course. But yeah, no, we measure up really well in Atlantic Canada. We're doing quite well. There are only 7 of these consortia across Canada, of which we are one.
And we are one.
Yes.
On the cutting edge.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Phil Romke, of course, is from St. Mary's University. The technology is called ACEnet, and it's from right here in our own backyard. Thanks so much for coming in.
Welcome.
Taking a break here on Breakfast Television. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you.